Okay, welcome back to another episode on this fine day of cooking with Mr. Dan. Today we're going to make a one-dish wonder. Uh, I'll have a can of Spam I want to use, so I'm going to make a dish that I made, something similar with Spam, but not quite. But it all goes into one pot, one pan, and goes into the oven. So without further ado, let's get to it, because you guys are going to like this. You should give it a try. I hope you do. Okay, first things first, we'll put it on the bake, put it on 350, and let that preheat. Okay, so here you can see I got my Corningware pot here, pan. I'm gonna spray some Pam in there. I got some Pam right here. Here I got some spaghetti. We're gonna throw this in dry. We're not using all of it. I'll probably just use about 1/4 pound, but I'll show you something with that. Here I got a 3/4 of a tomato, Roma tomato that I chopped up. I used some of it earlier. Mushroom. I made some mushrooms and I was saving this for mushroom soup, but I'm going to use it in this recipe because I'm using cream of mushroom soup here. Got a can of pinto beans. Got some leftover spinach. I got some cabbage. This is a little piece of cabbage out in the refrigerator, chopped it up. Some snow peas. Some onions I had in the freezer from when we chopped them up the other day. This is some bell peppers I had. Can of Spam. I also have a can of cannellini beans in the fridge I'm going to dump in there. And I might even dump some of the brown rice I made last night. You can just basically dump whatever you want here. Okay, like I said, you're basically just dump a bunch of stuff in here, whatever you want. But it's pretty cool because you can use dried spaghetti noodles, but you don't want to use, like this is a thin spaghetti. This is about as thick as you can go. You can use the like the ramen noodles and stuff like that, but these here, anything bigger than that, you're gonna have to put a little extra liquid in there, I guess. But you can't use like the penne pasta noodles, shells, elbows. It's too thick. Okay, so here you go. We are gonna dump. Oh, let me spray my pan first. Almost forgot about that. Spray my pan with Pam, huh? And the reason I do this mainly because I don't think it's really going to stick too much, but it makes it easier to clean up too. I even spray it like if I'm cooking something in a pan sometimes, like on the stove top. But anyway, dump the, that came out pretty quick, huh? And we're going to dump our mushrooms in here. I hope you guys like mushrooms, because I do. You can put anything you want in this dish. You can put shrimp, you can put beef, you can put pork, anything your little pea-picking heart desires. So I'm going to get a little heavy cream, because I want some of that in there. But like I said, I did something similar to this when I was younger, when we lived in the barracks, but anyhow. I'm going to put some... just about the same amount of what we had in there for the soup. I'm going to put the heavy cream in here. Okay. Okay, I want to make sure you guys got a good view of this. We don't mess this up now. Anyway, just go ahead and mix your soup and the cream and everything. Mix it up nice. Now, hopefully, I mean, sometimes it'll come out dry. It depends how much liquid you put in there or how much spaghetti you put in there, because the pasta is going to soak up the liquid, okay? It'll soak up a good portion of the liquid. But I like having a little bit of liquid left because it's like a cream sauce when it gets done. But if it doesn't happen to you, don't worry. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just it's the way it is, okay? All right, so now let me get a nice towel. I want to show you guys what you can do with the spaghetti instead of putting it in there whole. Back you up a little bit so you can see this. All right. So you take your towel, a nice kitchen towel. Make sure it's clean. You don't have to worry about really too much, but we're going to use about 1/4 pound here. You could use a little more, a little less, it doesn't matter. But since it's just me and Penny, and when this gets done, you'll see it's pretty cool. Yep, that's about a quarter. Anyway, so we're going to lay this on here on the towel. See this? Can you see the towel right here? You lay that on there, and you just roll the towel over on the ends. Now this, here's what you got to see here. Take your towel, you get a good grip on it. Bring it right up to the end of the countertop, and you pull down with this hand here. You see, you pull down, and listen. And what you have when you're done is you have a bunch of little broken up noodles, see? Pretty cool. So now you got some small noodles you can put in there. Anyway, you take that, just pick up the towel, and just dump it into your pot of juice, pot of gold. Huh? Like what do you call those? Leprechauns, you see? We're going to put that there. And then we're going to dump some spinach in there. Basically, you know, some of this stuff I did just because I was cleaning out the refrigerator. So I'm going to dump some of the juice off of these beans. Like I said, you can put anything you want here. You can make a seafood dish. If you did chicken, you can call this like a chicken tetrazzini in one pot. It's all good. Let me throw these away. Gonna get my other can of beans here out of the fridge. Oop, watch out, that's a dog food can. Don't be grabbing that one. Oh, a dog can get mad. I don't know about Penny. Besides that, I don't know how dog food would taste, especially when you're having Spam. Okay, so we're gonna dump this in. And you say we got enough in there, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix this around. I'll get a little daring. Just put your hand in there, mix it all up. I want to make sure everything gets, especially the spaghetti, I want to make sure there's a good coat on there. Even though we're going to have more stuff with moisture. Because, you know, you got the things that are frozen. So, that being said, we'll throw the unfrozen things in there. Now you got a million of them. Okay, so put your cauliflower, your peas. If you don't have cauliflower and you don't have peas, don't worry about it. This is a dump all dish. Like I said, if you try to clean out the refrigerator, this would be the perfect thing, huh? I've been dying to use this can of Spam, but I don't know. Penny must not like it that much anymore. So I'm throwing these in for color. Plus, I was trying to make a little more room in the freezer. Okay. And we'll throw in the tomatoes, not potatoes, tomatoes. Yeah, this will be good. Last dish I made, I had potatoes in it, and Penny really liked it. So. And now, you know, there it goes. I couldn't remember how I used to do this. It's the Spam, you just hit it on one corner edge of the can, and next thing you know, bam, out it comes. Let me just give you a little view of what we're doing over here right quick. I should have did this earlier, but just taking the Spam, I'm just going to cut it Gonna cube it up. If you guys heard that, that was the oven beeping, letting us know that we're running behind schedule. I like being done the same time the oven is, Okay, so slice that in thirds and then just chunk it up. Don't have to be, you can make bigger chunks, you can make smaller ones. I'm just trying to get them all chunked up, ready for the pan. Spam in the pan. What the heck was that? I don't know, said the blind man. Couldn't see a thing. I don't know. All right. After we get done with this, we're popping it in the oven, probably be in there for 30 to 40 minutes, give or take. And you got to leave it covered, no peeking. Because what you want to do, the steam that's going to be generating in the pan is going to help all this stuff cook. It's going to be like, it's going to circle up to the top of the lid and drop some hot, steamy moisture on back down at the bottom. That's going to help all this stuff cook up good. So no peeking. Okay, we're going to make everybody sign a waiver. If you peek, you got to throw the dish away. Whatever. Just trying to get a fair amount of spam out of this. All right. So now we'll put this in here. And we're going to mix this up again. And I have a little bit of brown rice in there, in this pot. I don't know when we're going to eat this again, so I guess I'll use a little of it. Yep, just take a little. It's about, made this the other day. You know what? I don't know when we're going to use it all, so might as well get rid of it now. Besides of that, I have another whole box of brown rice. Okay, so now we're going to mix this up again with our, I'm using my hand. You don't have to. You can try to get a spoon in here. But you'll be amazed. The spaghetti will be nice and tender. All your veggies will be nice and tender. The meat, whatever meat you put in here, should be good. You put raw chicken in, you put frozen shrimp, you can put whatever you like. Meat, pork, sausage, anything you want. It all comes out the same at the end. Same as when you eat all your food, it all comes out the same at the end, right? That's why I don't understand why people make such a big deal of what it looks like going in. When it comes out, it all looks the same, right? Okay, so no more joking around. Put the lid on, open the oven. In she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows, huh? Okay. All right, peeps, we'll see you guys in about 30 minutes. Okay, my friends, here you go. This is the unveiling. I haven't even looked. I just took it out, put this on top. So we're going to look all together. 1, 2, 3. We're going to peek. Peek. Wow. Hey. Turned out pretty good. I'll tell you what, it smells damn good, actually. Oh, very minimal juice in the bottom there, in the corner. Can you see that? That's at the bottom of the pan. That's what you want. That's what I want. So let me take a piece of this. Ooh, that's hot. Nice and tender spam. Still has a little salty flavor to it, but that's normal. But it smells damn good. Now let this cool for a little bit. We'll meet you at the taste test table. Okay, camera girl is busy at the moment, so hope you guys can see this and see me and whatever else. Now I will say, the dish is beautiful. Now some of the spaghetti that was on the very, very top still came out a little dry. That's what this crunch is. Rest of it though, nice. Anyway, let me have a taste before Elmo eats up the contents of my bowl. Try to make sure that your contents of the spaghetti and everything is under the liquid. But everything I put in here are pretty damn delicious. Let me try this piece of the Spam goes together with the flavor of everything else. It goes together really well. So, like I said, the only problem that I can foresee is if I didn't have all the noodles 100% covered, and that's what you need to try to make sure of with the liquid. And as you can see, I got very little liquid in here. And that's what I wanted. I didn't want this to turn out like a soup. The noodles, they're just what they were supposed to do. They absorbed some of the liquid. They expanded a little. Perfect. So, now you guys can also, remember, I did this with the spaghetti noodles, the thin ones. You can use the egg noodles, ramen noodles. You can use rice. You can use brown rice. You can probably use couscous and the rest of those, especially if you ain't got to stir them. But just make sure that you do the right ratio of liquid to whatever you're using. Normally 2 cups of liquid will get you away with this dish, but you have to make sure that everything that needs the liquid is under the liquid, not on top. But outside of that, it turned out perfect. It tastes great. Quick, easy meal to put together. And that's enough for me and Penny to eat probably for 2 days, maybe 3. Okay, so when you're out and about, please cover up. This is election day. Ha 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 ha. Protect yourself as well as others. Wash your hands, wash your hands. Okay, today Emma came and gave me a hug. I washed my hands as soon as she left. Only kidding. Don't talk with your mouth full unless it's another great dish just like this. And give me a like, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't yet. When you do, the little notification bell will pop up. And there you will see a little bell. It's there. You hit that, and that'll tell you when we put up a new video. And as usual, the ingredients and the instructions for this here recipe will be down in the description box below. There's a little grayish colored arrow at the top right-hand corner just under the video. You hit that, the drop-down box will drop down and give you all that great information. So without further ado, this is Mr. Dan saying stay hungry, my friends, and when you are, you come back and we'll give you another dish just like this. This is Mr. Dan saying we're out for now.